Malik, congrats on the win, getting to 4-1 and bouncing back this week. That's been the theme all week, right? Bounce back in the cave. How much did you guys take that theme to heart and come out down here to get the win?
I feel like we took it to heart a lot. I mean, we take everything he kind of tries to talk to us about to heart, because he's at the end of the day giving us messages that we're gonna need in life, not just football, not just this week against this opponent. He plans all the messages in the summertime as well. So it's like whatever whatever theme it is, it kind of already has more meaning than what we expect, because it's not like he knew we'd lose to Syracuse, so he had put in the Lions' Den because this is their first home game in this stadium. Like, that's just kind of what God had planned for us, because he was just talking about Bible stories and just, how that applies to our lives today. So, I mean, I kind of just focus really on those things, and it gives us a lot of insight on what he's thinking and how he's trying to impact us in a positive way.
Well, a lot of positives for you guys tonight. 431 yards, just you alone here tonight, and then threw a couple of touchdowns, ran for another one. In the first half, though, it probably had to be a little bit frustrating. You guys had over 200 yards of offense, but only 3 points at halftime. How were you guys able to get it back into the end zone, or get it into the end zone there in the second half?
I mean, you just got to keep going out there and trying to execute plays. I mean, you can't really worry about the result at the end of the day, because you just got to play the next play, like Coach always says. I mean, we were blessed enough to go out there and have some success, but we just weren't punching it in. And at the end of the day, you just got to work on the next drive and go out there and play some more. I mean, you can't really get stuck on that, because that's when you start to look back, and you just don't need to do that. You're not going to be able to progress.
There were a few times tonight on some of your runs where it looked like they had you dead to rights. I mean, 4 or 5 different times on one play. I mean, just your elusiveness out there. You've talked about it before. You're just blessed with the natural ability. But, I mean, what are you seeing? Can you even break it down just in real time, like how you're able to pull off some of these runs?
No, I'm just blessed, bro. That's all I got, I swear. And I just got to have to give him the glory every time, because at the end of the day, it is just him. I'm out there just trying to glorify his name. That's all I ask when I pray out there on the field. You give me a chance, an opportunity to go out there and glorify your name.
I'm going to let these guys ask you some more here in just a minute about what you did out there tonight, but I don't want to get lost, too, because I know you'd want to mention this. Jonathan Bennett throwing that touchdown over top of those 2 defenders. I mean, that was not an easy throw to make. How pumped were you for him?
Man, I was super excited. My boy JB works hard every day, and he's a great teammate, and I'm glad he got an opportunity. And he definitely showed up and showed out. And I'm glad Trayon got that touchdown as well, because he's been working so hard, and he's just improved so much. And you don't really get a chance to see that being a fan or somebody just watching the game. So I was just really impressed and really proud of them, both of them.
Bill?
We'll open up to media at this time, and we'll start with Damian Sordelette. Go ahead, Damian.
League, after you guys have been stymied inside the 5-yard line in the first half, how big was that touchdown to open the second half to really get the momentum swinging into your favor?
I guess it worked really good on the momentum part. I just try to not focus on that type of stuff. When you start to work on those the external factors, all that stuff like momentum and how the crowds get booing us, or how they be quiet at one point. It's just go out there and string first downs together. Go out there and execute plays, and then momentum will come. That's just how the game goes. We just got to go out there and execute to the best of our ability each time we get an opportunity to. So I really don't focus on gaining momentum with this drive and this drive, and just try to go out there every drive and try to put it in the end zone, or try to just end it in a kick, take care of the football.
We'll go over to Christian Shields next. Go ahead, Christian.
I know you mentioned it a little bit, but there were several times tonight where you were able to evade the defensive in the backfield and be able to scramble for tons of yards. What goes through your mind in those situations where many other quarterbacks would throw the ball away and you're able to still get positives out of it?
I kind of just try to realize whether the play is dead or not, whether people are open around downfield. And after I start to get moving, I try to see who's in places where I could put the ball at, and if I can't, I look for the sticks and try to get there and get down unless it's wide open.
We'll go over to John Manson. Go ahead, John.
Hey,
And Malik, you guys started the second half with touchdowns on 3 of your first 4 drives, and meanwhile on the other side of the ball, the defense got 4 straight 3-and-outs to start the second half. Just wondering what all went on in the locker room at halftime.
Just realizing how blessed we were. I mean, we come into, a away stadium when nobody here is for us. We all we have is each other, and the game's 3-3 after all the penalties, all the different negative things, all the adversity, and we're still 3-3. It's 0-0, and we just realized that and just went out there and tried to give it our all, and go out there and after all the adjustments we got from coaches, and just go out there and play our game.